Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another anti-chess video. Today, we will be covering a rook and a bishop versus a king in anti-chess. So, basically, if you ever find yourself having a rook and a bishop, you are going to win the game against the king. So, the best move here is to play rook h7. That way you are covering the entire uh these squares right here, and he cannot go to these squares right here. Sorry, he cannot go to any of these squares right here. Also, he cannot go here, and if he goes here, he cannot, because you're gonna give away your bishop and your king as well. So what he does is he's gonna move back. And when he does that, you're simply gonna move your rook down more, and it's the same scenario. If he goes here, you're gonna give up your rook, then bishop, and he cannot go here because you're gonna do the same thing. You can give up your rook on any of these squares and then give up your bishop as well. So what he should be doing now is to go over here maybe. It doesn't really matter where he goes, you're still gonna win the game. Now what you do here is move up your bishop, move down your bishop a little, so that he cannot go to any of these squares. You're blocking these squares. And he doesn't want to take your bishop because we covered before how to win with a rook versus a king. So it doesn't really matter if he gives if you sacrifice your bishop, and because you know how to win with a rook versus a king. So here you're blocking away these squares from him, and also you are blocking this square from him. So what he does now is maybe he's gonna try to flag you and go over this side. But if he does that, you're simply gonna move down, blocking more squares from him. Now, let's say that he moves down to this side. You're gonna do the same thing, blocking more squares from him. Now, let's say he goes here, or here, or here. It doesn't really matter. You're gonna block more squares from him. And at this point, you're just gonna win. All right. Now I'm gonna show you a little bit more end game that you might run into, and that will be let's say you're on this file and he has a king over here and you have your rook over here. That's more of the scenario that might happen. Obviously there are so many scenarios that might happen, but this will be most of the time what will happen. So anti-chess analyze board. All right, here if you promote to a bishop right now, he's just gonna sacrifice his king and he wins. And if he promotes to a rook right now, he's simply gonna sacrifice his king as well on the e file and he wins. So what you need to do now is do a waiting move. And once you do that, it doesn't really matter where he goes. If he goes here, you promote to a bishop. And if he goes here, you promote to a rook and you win. You already know how to win with a rook versus a king, so I'm not gonna do that again. But what I will do is I will promote to a bishop and see what you do here. All right, so we have promoted to a bishop. He might try to want to take your rook and have a draw, because a bishop against a king is usually a draw unless the king blunders. But what you simply will do, you will just come over here and block all of these squares away from him. And if he plays over here, you're simply gonna do block more squares from him by playing here. He cannot go to to that file at all. And if he goes here, you're gonna do the same thing and block with the bishop. Now here, maybe you're gonna do the same thing here. If he goes here, you can simply go here, or maybe if you want, oh, let's say he plays here. So now you're just gonna move your rook down, and it doesn't really matter what plays next. If he goes over here or over here, it's gonna be a win in 2 moves. Right here and here. And then if he goes here, just simply move the bishop back and take his rook. And then here, give away your bishop and take your, he has to take your bishop. And congratulations, you have now hopefully mastered the art of winning with a rook and a bishop versus a king. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more tutorials. And if you have any questions or concerns, leave them down on the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.